recognize no authority but the king's. And until there is one, I have no place here.
Well, he's not here. Maybe he went to Dragonstone? No, it doesn't look like it. Maybe there's another king he could have gone to?
The King of the North!
It just seems a bit unlikely, doesn't it, to be honest? It's not really feasible. Alright, well, where the fuck is Harrold Westerling gone? In the books, he's literally only name-dropped when he dies, and Sir Penis Cole replaces him as Kingsguard.
I choose Sir Kristen Cole.
No! No! No!
The showrunners have obviously made a conscious effort to have this guy be alive for the events of the dance, and you don't just go casting Graham McTavish to have him disappear off screen. Yeah, move that shit, Harrold. Oh my god, look at him go. Look at those knees! So yeah, where is he? Let's have a look at some possibilities, but before we do, give us a like. Go on, give us a sub. You know you want to. Go on. Option number 1 is the simplest and the saddest. He's just died off screen because he's too expensive to bring back. I'm going to choose not to believe that, but given that we unceremoniously murdered the last Kingsguard to abandon his post in the name of principle and honour, it's not entirely off the table.
Here, boy!
Added to the chair.
Again, it's like poetry, sort of they rhyme.
Option 2 is that he just went home, but the Westerlings live in the Westerlands, shocking I know, and it could potentially be risky for him to return home into territory held so firmly by Team Green. Remember that he didn't end things on the best of terms with them, and a Lannister sits on their council. The Westerling seat, the Crag, is very far west, meaning Harry would likely have to pass through the Golden Tooth, where Jason Lannister's host was gathering, or past the Lannister capital of Casterly Rock and Lannisport. However, I think the most damning piece of evidence against this is that Harry doesn't seem like the type of guy to just sit out the war. He adamantly refused to harm Rhaenyra, which is why this video is being made in the first place. Which brings me on to the third option. Otto Hightower. That's right, bitches, this video is actually about Otto. You see, I've got a little theory, and that theory is that Harrold Westerling fucking hates Otto Hightower. And if you think about it, he's got every reason to. Harry served Viserys and his family for decades, and he was Rhaenyra's sworn shield. He watched her grow from a little girl into a grown woman, and probably sees her as a daughter. I think it's a little bit understated just how fucked up it is for Otto Hightower to ask him to go to Dragonstone and kill her and the family he watched her build.
Lord Commander Westerling, take your knights to Dragonstone. Be quick and be clean.
I'd also like to bring up my dearly departed Lord Beesbury. Yeah, I did the thing. Yeah, funny. Now, in the book, Lord Beesbury still dies defending Rhaenyra's name, but since Otto wouldn't let anyone leave the room,
The door remains shut until we finish our business.
they lie about his death, saying that he's just a prisoner in the dungeons, leading to the Beesbury forces reluctantly fighting for the Greens to keep their lord, who is a rotting corpse at this point, alive and safe. This is different from the show, because in Season 2 Episode 6 we find out that
House Beesbury has raised arms against the Hightower host. Retribution for their lord's demise.
So how did this information leak? Announcing it would only create enemies, and unless there was somebody with knowledge of his murder who felt compelled by honour to tell his kin and bring justice to the group who perpetrated it, yeah, it's Harrold. While I do think it makes more sense for him to just go to Dragonstone and serve Rhaenyra directly, it could be a really fun direction for his character to be like Gurney in Dune, leading a small host to fight for smaller victories in the name of his rightful ruler.
You young pup. You young pup.
Send word to Otto Hightower. My grandsire may be overcautious, but his devotion to his family has never been in doubt.
Now, either Aemon's summons never reached Otto, or he was intercepted on his way to or back from Old Town. The Beesbury seat of Honeyholt is right next to Old Town, so either works here, and I think their host is who have him captive at the end of the season. The fourth option I have is that he's still en route, but just like option 2, this seems pretty unlikely. Dragonstone and King's Landing are right next to each other, and throughout all of season 2 we see that characters have little to no issue floating in and out of these locations. Someone goes from one to the other pretty much every episode, so I doubt someone as storied and competent as the Lord Commander of the Kingsguard would have much trouble with it.
Gods be good.
There is actually a fifth, darker, evil option, and that's that he's literally anywhere else, but I'm not going to grant any credence to that because option 3 is correct and I've never been wrong about anything in my life, so fuck you, Ryan Condal. You better be with the Beesburys. On a serious note though, both Harrold and Otto have now strayed off of their book paths. Tyland has taken the place of Otto, going to Tyrosh to bring the Triarchy on side, and Harrold is long dead at this point. It's entirely up in the air what either of these characters will get up to, but I'm fairly confident on what I said. I think that Otto is going to outlast his book counterpart and end up joining with Daeron's host in Season 3, since he'll need someone to talk to in his scenes. Caltrops, Noah's no. And I think Harrold will return. There's precedent for characters being off-screen for seasons at a time. I mean, look at Barristan Selmy. They're clearly drawing inspiration from him with Harrold, so I think it's wildly unlikely he's just gone. But I think that just about wraps up what I wanted to talk about today. If you enjoyed this video, check out my episode-by-episode breakdowns. We make edutainment on this channel. That's right, please nobody. And leave a like and sub if you're nice. It does help me grow the channel. Bye!